So I haven't talked about the Nairobi Thunder in the longest time, and in this video, I'm going to go ahead and talk about them and also give my view on what I'm seeing and any expectations we may have for this year's edition of the Elite 16 Road to Bal. So last year, we saw a lot of moves by the Thunder, and the Thunder went all in making sure that their team is ready for the Road to Bal, the first round, the Elite 16, everything, subsequently leading them to qualify. So over the years, I've made countless videos talking about the Thunder ever since when they acquired the Nairobi Thunder franchise. So this year, I've seen a lot of different things that have happened, and I've not seen a lot of transactions happening in the off season for the Thunder, and it's quite concerning because if you look at the other squads for the other nations, you're seeing the other teams going all in to sign these players. And I'm not saying the Thunder must go ahead and do a lot of panic signings, because we saw what happened with Evans Ganapamo, especially in the main event of the BAL, and he stunk it up for the Nairobi Thunder. And I feel like they are regretting those signings that they made in BAL, and somewhat cripple the team long term, because looking at even the Thunder, I mean, they have an unbeaten local record. I'm saying local because they have not been able to go unbeaten when it comes to playing teams outside the continent. I mean, the only time the Thunder took an L was in the Elite 16 for Euronani. That was last year. Not even the Elite 16, the first round. The Elite 16, they went unbeaten. And they took 5 Ls. They took 5 Ls in the BAL. They were not able to beat Al Ahly Tripoli, MBB, and APR. And the only team they were able to beat was MBB. And that was the only team that they were able to beat. Team that didn't even make it to the BAL playoffs. But anyway, the failure that the Nairobi Thunder experienced, I must say it has crippled their ability to even attract quality signings, because even the players that didn't make it, even in their respective countries, you could see other countries reach out to them. Like you see Dar City, Solo Diabate is there. I mean, we've got a lot of players, participating in these transactions, going ahead and signing new contracts, new teams, but the Thunder is just left there high and dry. And there are two theories I might have, because if you look at the Thunder are a team that went all in last year for only one season, and they're able to make it to the actual BL. But their performance in the BL is what is keeping them from signing good players. I mean, this is my opinion, so don't come here and start saying that I'm not part of Thunder management. I'm not even affiliated with them, but this is my opinion. So the Thunder, the way they participated in BAL has subsequently led them to not be able to sign players or position themselves as a team that is as an attraction, as a agency destination for players who in the continent who want to go ahead and do something. Because right now, as we speak, I mean, they don't have good signing. They don't even have like any major signing similar to what we saw, and their plans are not out there, because the only thing that we are seeing from their stories is them just training, which is good. I mean, it's okay. Some players in the team can just get better, but looking at last year as compared to this year, we can see last year they were deliberate and they made sure to assemble the best squad. But if you looked at that squad closely, when I was analyzing the games, you could see the signings that they brought in were more or less to carry them to the actual BAL. And the Thunder management, Twende, were not optimistic and did not believe in their actual squad, to the point where they had to go all out to sign, big names in BAL. So that's the reason as to why they got Ater Majok at the time. They got Abdullahi Haruna. I mean, Abdullahi Haruna right now, he's in FUS Derabat. So tough luck for the Thunder. So those are the guys, the signings that the Thunder got were the main reason as to why they were able to go ahead and dominate. But this year, they don't have the services of BAL veterans. And right now, they're going to bank on their own experience. They're going to see if Brad Abrams has what it takes to learn from the mistakes that he experienced in the actual BL and try to see what they can do differently. So after the BL, I held off talking about the Thunder for a minute, and I was observing how they played, and you could see they were really struggling, especially with the competition that is inside KBF. So the Thunder did not change how they played. They played the same way. I mean, they played their gameplay and their style of play did not change or even evolve, because the expectation that I had is if that team learned from the mistakes that they had, they will have been better than all the other teams by a long shot. I mean, they will have been able to like trample through like the whole Kenyan basketball Premier League division. They will have already, gone ahead and, put them away easily. But you could see some games were really struggling. So they're not at 100%. And right now, as we speak, I am not too confident with the Thunder. And they're not going to risk signing new players. And it's going to it's going to be counterproductive to what they want to achieve. So the big question for the Thunder right now is, can they be able to succeed with the roster that they have? Because if they're able to succeed, that will mean that their roster is for real. And I don't think anyone should dispute like their ability to be able to adjust, because even with their losses, their consecutive back-to-back losses in BAL, I believe they have had some ample time to be able to learn from those mistakes. I am not doubting them, but when I see lack of change and lack of, proper gameplay, I must call it out, similar to what I did that time. So does the Thunder have what it takes? I mean, to go ahead and improve on the squad that they have, not by signing players, but actually improving the players. Only time will tell. And I'll be monitoring them. I mean, I've been checking out their stories. I've been checking out their page. And most of the time I've seen they are mostly focusing on their brand, but not the actual sport. And I feel like that's it's going to be detrimental for them, because basketball is not just, looking the part, it's also acting the part. That's one thing that they have failed to understand. And hopefully, the Thunder can maintain this squad. If the Thunder are able to succeed with the squad that they have currently, I believe even in BAL it won't be a problem, because the new signings that the Thunder brought in were, especially Ganapamo, was virtually unplayable. In the game that the Thunder won, I mean, Ganapamo did not play, and it was easy for them to go ahead and get a win there. So will the Thunder be able to improve and be able to plan ahead well for the Elite 16 and use this current squad that they have and succeed? I mean, we're just going to have to wait for that one. So it is what it is. So do drop me your comments down in the comments section what you think about this. I mean, I have a lot of things to say about the Thunder. I've held off talking about the Thunder. And I feel like if they can be able to do something different, I mean, I'm willing to give them a benefit of the doubt, because number one, they are defending home court and they're representing my country. So of course I must go ahead and talk about them, and also the other squads as the games go by. So like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified, and I'm going to be coming out with a lot of content of this nature. And I'm out. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.